Global share markets were higher overnight and US markets are now at a 13-month high. Markets have taken in the news from the APEC meeting fairly well. APEC represents 54% of the global economy, so if there is good news coming from this region, this is good news for the global economy. APEC leaders have indicated that they will leave stimulus packages in place in order to make sure that their economies really find their feet. This has been taken well by global markets. The US dollar was weaker overnight after news came from the US Federal Reserve Governor that he is a little bit concerned about the US economic recovery. As a result of this, the New Zealand dollar did strengthen by about 40 basis points and on Tuesday morning was trading at 74.80 against the US dollar. In Monday's market report, I talked about the good increase we have seen for house prices over the past 3 months. ASB's Housing Confidence Survey, also released on Monday, has indicated a good increase in confidence for the housing sector also. A net 40% of respondents have indicated that they expect to see increases in house prices over the next 12 months. This is at levels that were around during the boom times of the housing market about 18 months ago. So where to for the housing market in this current time? We do expect to see prices taper off just slightly as rents, incomes and supply come back to more fundamental levels. At some point with these high prices, supply will come back into the market. More people will likely move back to Australia as Australian prospects look pretty good at this time. The low short-term interest rates that are currently on offer will slowly come back to normal periods of time. This all means that we expect in the longer term that house prices will taper off and things will come back to more fundamental levels. Export statistics for October do indicate a pretty good chilled lamb period for the Christmas procurement period. Volumes are well up this year relative to the past year or two, and this is good news for the New Zealand lamb industry. However, the currency is continuing to be a real problem for the industry and will continue to be a real thorn in the side. With the Christmas procurement period coming off and the squeeze coming off also, the currency is really starting to eat into margins. Scheduled prices have pulled back in the past week or two as a result of this. All up, the season looks like there will be further downward pressure on New Zealand lamb schedule prices.